Getting started with Turo today, 2024. Let's talk about it. Let's go. So guys, if you're new to this channel, first off, I wanted to let you know, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do that so you can catch on every single video that I drop. And if you didn't know, I have something I want to play for you that we're currently doing. We're trying to get 2,500 subscribers. We're close to reaching that, and I'm about to pay out $200 to a lucky person. Listen up on how you can be part of this contest instantly.
Magandang araw po mga kababayan ko dyan sa Pilipinas. As part of our contest, ako po ay lumalapit sa inyo para sabihin na magbibigay ako ng $200 sa maswerteng mapipili dyan po sa atin sa Pilipinas. Once we hit the 2,500 subscriber, ang dapat nyo lang po na gawin ay mag-subscribe, i-like po ang page at mag-comment. At kasali na po kayo agad sa contest. Once we hit that numbers, mag-a-announce po kami on live at ibibigay ang premyo sa halagang $200 sa maswerteng napili. Gusto po naming tumulong sa inyo at kailangan din po namin ang inyong suporta para maipamahagi ang magandang balita na ito para sa inyo. Maraming salamat po.
Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how to get yourself started with Turo. Now, if you don't know, I've been doing Turo for almost 2 years now. I have a small fleet, but it's growing rapidly. And I've been having 90% booking rates back to back, with the exception of December because people are kind of like, but it's like no phase. Right now, we're constantly having cars booked in, day out, and I want to walk you through the steps, the basic steps first, to make sure that you're following along and that you don't get burned at the end. So number one, the next thing you have to do is to make sure that you have a profile. What do you mean, Luke? You got to log in. You got to become a host. You got to fill out your information. And if you have a business, instead of your tax ID, you're going to use your EIN. This is for our folks in the United States right here. If you fill out your personal taxes on here, your personal tax ID, or social security number to be exact, you're going to end up having, a lot of money taken away. And we'll talk about that later on other videos about the LLC difference and why you want to do that. But I recommend you getting an LLC first thing. If you're going to do this with more than one car, you're going to consider this not just to be a side hustle, but consider this to be a business. You definitely want to do that. The next thing you want to do is make sure you got some cars that meet the requirements. Now, I talked about this in previous video, my last video, talking about what the requirements are to be an all-star host. You definitely check it out. Basically, you want to make sure that the car is no older than 12 years old, unless it's a grandfather car, meaning that it's over 20 years old. They got the statutation on that one. And then you want to make sure that you have a vehicle that doesn't exceed 130,000 miles, no recalls, no salvage claims, and the car is fully functional, meaning that it will run. It can't have a hole in the floor like the Flintstones. It can't be having all this damage done to the car because it would not rent. I wouldn't rent a car like that. The next thing you need to do is make sure you get a description listing of your car, right? The best thing I did when I did this was looking at other people's write-ups, similar for my car or exact car, depending if I could find it. And not word for word, but just looking at how their writing style is, and then replicate that writing style for your vehicle. because you want to have a good description. You want to paint this picture out as if you're walking up to them explaining, hey, why they should rent your vehicle. And emojis, go ahead and add them in there because you want to emphasize people are drawn by emojis. And you let people know what the rules are with your vehicle. Now, don't sit there and be a doormat and let anyone, everyone get your vehicle. If this is a brand new vehicle that you bought only to use on Turo, then you definitely want to make sure that you handle your vehicle with care and respect, and make sure you got the right people to handle your car for respect, right? I've seen it in the past, and it's happened to me where if I lower the price way too much, you get anyone and everyone. Your price means a lot. You don't want to lower it by two reasons: because of that and because of your maintenance. You got to think about your maintenance and think about your operation costs. People think, oh, I can just do it for $25. Well, if you know you could have doubled your money if you got a good reputation on it. Now, initially, the strategy that I did when I was starting off with Turo is to set the price at a good, reasonable price, because I don't have no ratings, no one knows who I am, and you just want to slightly get underneath your competitors. People will look at this. So you get your first 3 to 5 rentals, right? Your first 3 to 5 rentals, and they leave reviews to show that it's been on trips. Raise your price up, not above your competition per se, but where if someone was to look at your vehicle, look at the other guy's vehicle, you give them a good reason to pick you over them. Your reputation means everything. And if you lose your reputation, meaning that you get bad reviews, people will not rent your vehicle. And I've seen it where people's cars get delisted. They don't know why. It's because they got a number of bad reviews. That Turo is trying to make it feel like, come to us, we got the best and brightest. If you have 2-star reviews or 3-star reviews, and that's the majority of your score, it's really gonna affect the overall picture of your business, right? So you don't want to do that. One more thing that I would say too is that if you are looking to make sure your car is taken care of well, make sure you have a maintenance list. That's right. Either you get a maintenance man, or you do the maintenance yourself, or you take it to a reliable independent automotive shop. You want to make sure that you're tracking all your maintenance that needs to be done with your car, because you're doing preventive maintenance. Time to time things will break down, right? But if you follow that schedule and you put your money away too, so when you're making money, you're not, oh, let me go blow it out on town, let me go crazy. You put money away for a rainy day. You want to make sure that all that stuff is listed. When you list all your things that needs to be done and you track it, whether you're using a GPS like Bouncy or you're doing it with an Excel sheet, it makes it a lot easier for you when you're coming up with your taxes and how much it costs and all these things. Because at the end of the day, when it's time to do your taxes, it's a lot easier. When it's time to do your maintenance, it's a lot easier. You will not walk around saying, well, what maintenance do I have to do today? I don't know. Is it sure? I don't know. You don't want to be that type of person. Definitely. Additionally, when you're starting off your business, you want to make sure that you use the automation system. Now, if you just got one car, you could talk to them, but really, would you want to talk to them every single time someone books your car? Hey, thank you for renting my car. Like the basic scripts. Thank you for renting my car. I'll be with you in 24 hours. The generic things. Please give me your ID. You can do this with a message set. You can use the message center that they offer on Turo, and you can write this message out ahead of time. So when the car is being rented out, for example, you'll shoot out an instant message acknowledging that the car's being rented. This is not blank. When the first time did the car get rented, I don't know if the guy set them my stuff. You want to make sure that you acknowledge to them that, hey, thank you for renting the vehicle out. I will be talking to you shortly. When it gets down to 24 hours, you're telling them now, hey, just let you know I need to get your ID. You got to get that, right? And then once it's verified, right before the trip starts, like literally right before the trip starts, you want to make sure that they get the code to your lockbox or whatever your instructions are. And there are more to the messages, but those are the basic gist of it, right? You don't want it to be where the customer has no idea what you're going to tell them. You want to walk with your agency, especially if you're doing remote check-in. So guys, definitely check that out. So if you don't know already, if you have more questions about this, guess what? I got a solution for you. I have the Turo Masterclass that's going on right now, A to Z. I'm about to do a workshop coming up on January 26th It's going to be live. I'm going to walk you through some of the process that I do. About 1 hour, but the seats are limited. We only got 30 seats limited, and you definitely want to check that out. And in addition, we have the full course A to Z. It's about an 8-hour course, but I'm going to walk you through the whole process so there's no confusion. There's no questions as far as what I do next. You know everything that I know to make yourself not just a host, but an all-star host. Okay, there's perks to that. All-star hosts, they get top listings. They get speed call-throughs with customer service. They get more perks there. I'm telling you, it's like flying first class. So you definitely don't want to miss out on what I'm offering. All this is down below in the description. You do not want to miss out. Again, don't forget to subscribe. If you like what we're talking about, give us a thumbs up. This helps us push on YouTube that, hey, people are listening and they want to know more information. And please don't forget to share with someone. Whatever you do, let people know, hey, let's help this guy out here. Let's help grow this channel. Let's help get the word out. Let's help make money together. So guys, again, thank you for tuning in. My name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I will see you on the other side. Take care.